Hi, it's Kendra with Domestic Princess in Training, and this is our second edition of our photography chit-chat vlog style. So last time I didn't get through everyone's questions. I'm going to quickly run through them this week. I've got about 10 minutes before I have to be somewhere, so we'll get through this pretty quickly. Anyways, Tiffany from our Life Through Fibro Fog wants to know how I got started with my photography business. In a nutshell, I took my niece's senior pictures. Taylor, who is my niece, posted them on Facebook, as did my sister-in-law Kim. And then I quickly started my Kendra Pryor Photography fan page on Facebook, and then the word just kind of spread. So pretty soon after Taylor posted my pictures, one of her friends booked me for her senior session, and then it just kind of grew from there. So Tiffany, if you don't have a fan page started for your photography business, it's a great tool. It's a great way to put your word out to friends and family, and a very accessible way for them to view your work. And you've also asked about a portfolio and if I have a portfolio that I show to my clients. I don't currently have one right now. Basically, Facebook is my portfolio and my website. So at the end of the year, I do hope to make a coffee table book, which is basically going to be, I'll pull a couple pictures from each session that were my favorite, or even pictures that I've taken of friends and family throughout the year, or somebody that I've seen when I was driving and I pulled over and took a picture, whatever my favorite pictures that I took for the year, and just kind of compile them all together in a coffee table book. And that's going to help me in three different ways. So one, it'll be on my coffee table, and it'll be a great way for me to kind of have a keepsake of my year and how I've grown as a photographer through that year. And then also, if a client does ask to see a hard copy portfolio, I'll take that along with me, and that will act as my portfolio. And then I can also offer that as an option for my clients if they want to order that hardback book. And that will be a great way for me to take that to them so they kind of have an example to see what it would look like. So that's what I plan to do for my portfolio. Alrighty. Alright. Oh, you guys also want to know about editing and what I use to edit. So right now I use CS4. That's Photoshop. It's Adobe Photoshop CS4. They have a new version out. They have CS5. I haven't upgraded to that yet, but I plan to at the end of the year. Photoshop was something that was really hard for me. I got into this with zero skills of Photoshop, and I'm not the most computer literate person. Kent, my fiance, is a whiz when it comes to computers, so I probably leaned on him a little bit and kind of didn't really learn that much about computers myself. So basically what I did was I got on YouTube, again with the YouTube guys, I tell you it's a wonderful tool, and I learned about Photoshop that way. So I would spend a lot of time just kind of looking through videos, or if I knew there was something I wanted to do that I couldn't figure out, I would search on YouTube for a video and watch it and watch it and watch it until I got it down. I would even pull up Photoshop and get the picture that I'm wanting to manipulate, and then have the video window open as well, and then I would kind of watch what they wanted me to do, pause that clip, then go and do it on the picture, then go back to the clip, watch a few more steps, pause it, and then go and do it again. That way I wouldn't forget the steps, and I would be able to kind of, it was almost like taking a class in a way. So, and what I did was I saved all the videos that I viewed under a favorites tab on my computer. So if for any reason I forgot to do something, or it was a technique that I didn't use very often, I needed to freshen up on, I had them all right there so that I could just pull them up quickly and refresh myself. And once you kind of get an understanding of the basic tools in Photoshop, you'll be able to kind of manipulate it to get it to do what you want it to do. I'm sure you've heard this before, but Photoshop has tons of ways to do the same thing. So there's really not one right way to do it. It's just kind of whatever your preference is. So I'm kind of at that point now where I have a better understanding of it, and I'm just able to kind of do what I want it to do by understanding the tools. So just get on YouTube, set some time aside, and just kind of learn some techniques that you think you would like to implement in your pictures. And oh, let's talk about my camera. So the camera that I learned on, this was the first camera, my first DSLR camera. This is an E420. It's made by Olympus, and this was a gift from Kent last year for Christmas. So this was a big surprise to me because I've wanted a DSLR forever. I just didn't think that we had the money to get it. So I was pretty shocked when I opened this one, like tears and everything. I was so excited. So this is the camera I learned on. I don't like to give recommendations for cameras because I would really hate for you guys to go buy a camera that I've suggested and then not like it, and then it would be my fault, kind of. I would probably feel like it's my fault. So this is what I learned on. I'm not going to tell you that this is what you should go get if you're kind of testing the waters, but I was super excited about this camera, and I feel like I would still use it to this day. So it's super light. It's not as expensive as some of the other DSLR cameras are. This one is known for one of the smallest DSLRs in the market. So this one's super easy to put in your purse. And the lenses are a bit more affordable. They're not as expensive as the other cameras. Like my Canon D50. These lenses are about $500 to $600 a pop. I don't have the red line. This is the gold line lens. So if you get up to the red line lenses in the Canons, they can be $3,000 or more. Anyways, so that's why this was a great starting point for me, because the things were a bit more affordable. I mean, affordable is irrelevant, I guess, because a lens may cost as much as a point and click camera, but I was really happy with it, and I'll still use it for a while, and I take it on my photo shoots as a backup camera just in case my other camera has a malfunction or something going wrong, and luckily that hasn't happened yet. But anyways, so like I said, that's just what I use, but I'm not telling you guys to go out and get that camera. Just kind of do some research. And another thing you can do is YouTube. Again, if you're looking for a camera and you don't know what kind would be great for your lifestyle or what you're looking to use it for, get on YouTube and do some searches, because they have some guys who don't work for these companies. I mean, they will go on and they'll do reviews on Canons and Nikons and Sonys and all those cameras, and kind of tell you their honest opinion about what they think. They'll point out the specs, they'll point out why they like certain cameras, the price point, and you'll get to see a little clip of what all it'll do, and they'll show pictures and stuff. So that's actually how we decided on the E420, or actually Kent decided on the E420, and we are looking to get my other camera, my upgrade camera, which is the Canon 50D. We got on, well, Kent obviously did tons of research, and then me being more of a visual person, I got on YouTube and kind of watched a few videos and reviews that way. So those are our tips for this week. I'm trying to get through this quickly. I've got a photo shoot I've got to be at in a few minutes. So thanks again for watching. I can tell you guys are watching because the numbers are pretty high. Not too many comments, but at least it seems like people are interested. So we'll keep going with this for a little bit. And also it seems like most of y'all are interested in learning about photography for your family, your kids, and maybe you've just gotten your DSLR and you're just starting out and you're not really out of the auto function yet. So I'll kind of gear my tips and tricks in that area. So I don't want to give you too much information because it can be a little overwhelming. So I'll just kind of give you from a beginner's level, and we'll kind of build off of that. So keep your questions coming. I can't keep this going unless I know what you want to know. So leave me some questions in your comments, and then I'll be back again next time and we'll go through some more.